Alright, I figure I'd do an update. I think this is my first video of the year. Been pretty busy with a lot of things, but here's the 180. Everything's been going great in this tank. This Motaro Stingray, she's been growing like crazy. And this is the male under. And he's grown a little bit, not as much as her. He's again doing what they do, digging substrate, you know, finding food and stuff like that under. And there's her; she's surfing the glass. And then I also picked up this interesting looking female. And you know, this one's really nice. Look at the tones; she's really dark, kind of have blackish tone to her. It was just too good to pass up, so I had to pick her up. Wild discus are doing good. I had a lot in here. I just sold the greens a few days ago. So all I have is the 3 reds, wild reds. I'm planning to get more in. I'm waiting for discus season is still underway, and I'm just waiting to see if anyone else can get them in. So I'm looking to add a handful of other reds, wild reds in here to add to this collection here. But overall, once I get more, I'm planning to move these guys to their own tank and keep the rays in here by themselves and figure out what I want to do in here. So, but yeah, this tank is good. They're all eating. I make my own, or I breed my own. Right, let me just move this stuff out of the way. Sorry about that. I just wasn't planning to make a video, but I use this to feed them. I can hand feed them, but sometimes they're down low. They don't come up to the glass. But I keep my own, it's hard to see, but earthworms. I breed my own earthworms so that I can feed them in the styrofoam cooler. I'm actually doing water changes on this tank, so 50%, so I'm just gonna take that off, fill it up in a bit here. Whoops. So yeah, breed my own earthworms, very simple to do, simple and easy. Great source of food for frontosas. I chop them up, give them to the frontosas. Stingrays love them. Discus love them. I feed them to the South Americans I have here, the convicts eat them. My Spectabellus eat it. Flowerhorns eat it. So it's a great source of protein. It's a great food to feed fish overall. So yeah, I breed my own earthworms. I bought like a pound or something like that online, just Canadian, I believe, or European earthworms. And yeah, I've had them since last year sometime, and yeah, I haven't had to restock or anything. They you know, double or triple their my stock just by keeping them in newspaper there, shredded paper, you know, throwing a couple banana peels in there, and spraying a little water, which with that water bottle once a week. So yeah, so that's a great source of food if you guys are looking for something to feed your predator fish or something that needs protein, or just food in general. Earthworms are pretty good. So but yeah, these are the stingrays. They've gotten bigger. Here's size comparison. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, she's getting big. She's 8 inches, 7 inches, something around there. This is where we're talking about the frontosas. Here are the frontosas. These are the F1 Mapimways. You can see some of the blues showing up on some of these. These guys are pretty nice. I got 11 of them. Yeah, you guys are really active, waiting for me to feed them. As you can see, I put my hand up, and they're all waiting for me to feed them. I can hand feed them with a pellet or just food in general. I just hold it in the water and they'll just eat. They're not scared at all, not skittish or anything. Very friendly. Yeah, I really like them. So I saw my Katoomba group, my F1 Katoomba Frontosa group a while back, and I really missed having Frontosa, so ordered this group in, just growing them out and seeing what they look like in there. So yeah, that's just a little update on that group. There's 11 of them, and the biggest one is maybe 2 inches. I got them at 3/4 of an inch or so. Last year in December, maybe? I don't remember. So yeah, they're about 2 inches now. The biggest one is about 2 inches. All the other ones are about 1.5 inches, but yeah, they're pretty cool. So here are my Machinga Chronophorus. Still really liking these guys. They're I just tore down their pit, and they're building again. But I haven't had any breeding activities. I got a couple fries here. They leave them alone fairly well, the fried stuff. I had them growing out in a grow out tank, and then for some reason I lost some of them, and then I gave some away to a buddy of mine's so he can grow some out. And then yeah, and I threw them back in here, and I don't know what's going on with the fries, but they're floating around somewhere here. There's one there, and I know there's a couple floating around there, but yeah, they've been doing pretty good. The males are always fighting. They're actually pretty aggressive now that I've been studying them and looking at their behaviors. The male get, I guess just in this tank alone, 6-foot tank, they can still get pretty aggressive. On 3 males and 3 females, they've killed a lot of the females I've had. Just overall aggression, trying to get them to breed, and so yeah, the 2 males here, the 2 dominant ones are that one and that one, and this is the subdominant. But you can see he's chasing him, but he literally beats him up pretty bad. Let me see if I can find the female that's pretty beat up. There she is. And she's been bit a handful of times. You see her fins torn up, and yeah, I didn't realize how aggressive they would be. But these guys are really cool fish. If you guys look them up, not a lot of people know what they are. They're Machingas, and yeah, they're just shallow water Malawi it's cichlids that breed by building these volcanic style type of craters, bowers. They raise them up really high. That is probably, that's my hand, but that's probably 8-9 inches in width. But yeah, this one, he's built it up to the wall again, and then built his dome on top there to get the females in. But I'm planning to get some more in, another batch of fry, just to grow them out. But yeah, as you can see, these two are gonna fight. See, they're pretty aggressive, and way more aggressive than I thought. I've been researching them. You know, I thought there were some pretty calm haps, but they're pretty aggressive for some weird reason. I don't know if it's just dispatch, or I don't know a lot of other people who breed them and keep them, so I don't know the full extent of how aggressive they are, but you know, then again, it's just like any other Malawi, you know, 1 male with a handful of females, and yeah, they killed off. I had a total of 10. Now I'm down to 6. 3 males, 3 females. So yeah, they get pretty aggressive, and I might pull another male out just to move them and see if I can get some breeding activity, because they've actually slowed down a lot. So, but if they don't, they don't. These guys are just really cool. It's seeing them do what they do and excavating my substrate to build these towers that they breed in, which is just, the breeding behavior is really interesting. So, and I've been studying them, or just observing them, for a little while now, since I've had them, and yeah, they're really cool fish. Interesting behaviors, and how they interact with one another, and how territorial they get, which is really surprising on how territorial they do get, and and literally killing each other just to claim that their dome. So so those are the Machingas. Let's see, and then we're moving on to this tank, which is a little different. I threw some driftwood in here. I had just a Spectibellus in here. I threw in the silver dollars, and I had some convicts that I just used as target fish or other fish for the Spectibellus. So nothing too exciting. They get pretty beat up by the Spectibellus. They just stopped. These convicts breed, but they get all eaten up, so I'm not too worried about it at all. But a couple small loaches in there. But yeah, I'm planning to tear down this tank and do something different with it. At least that's my plan. With the driftwood and all that stuff, I'm planning to keep the Spectibellus, and there's the male back there. There he is. Just when I tapped on the glass, he comes up. Very beautiful fish, but I'm planning to move the convicts out, silver dollars, and rescape the tank. If you know, I kind of keep him and his lady, but I might move them to a 75. They stay relatively small, so but I'm planning to change his tank into an all wild discus tank. So yeah, this guy's pretty nice. Let's see if I can zoom in, but you can see his teeth. He has buck teeth right there. It's pretty funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he has an old pair that I had when I had this group, and yeah, when he bites his female, it does really bad damage because his teeth are always protruding, and I just noticed that as he got bigger, that they were always protruding. Usually they're hiding under the jawline, but his are always out. And he bites pretty hard too, so they are predatory fish. My phone isn't focusing well, but yeah, he's a interesting fish. I think he's snapping a little bit there. His lady is somewhere hiding probably, but yeah, still love this guy. Very interesting behavior. He beats up all the convicts here and there. They all get pretty shredded, but they heal up, and I haven't had one die on me. But yeah, I'm planning to change up this tank, if anything. This tank is still really dirty. I need to actually about to do water change, but I figure I'll grab my phone and just shoot a quick video since I haven't done one in forever. But yeah, the driftwood is staining the water. But yeah, I'm planning to do a little wild discus tank if once I get more reds in, and go from there. So set up a 75 for these guys. This pair, move out the convicts, move the silver dollars into the ray tank, and then move the discus into here eventually. This tank is very dirty. I just need to clean it up. But yeah, it's just a update on that tank. Nothing much going on as far as stock and stuff like that. This guy got chewed out by the Spectibellus. Let's see if I can get him to turn. But you see his whole chunk missing right there. It actually healed up, and it's actually just looking like that now. So he was swimming like that. But again, with water quality and all that stuff, it healed up, it scarred up, and yeah, now he's missing a whole chunk of his rear end and surviving. He actually is one of the main breeders in this tank with his female right there. They breed a lot, but none of the fries make it since it's so many other fish in here, so I'll just leave it as is and don't really care. And these guys are actually digging a pit. They're probably gonna lay. There's another pair there. He's gonna lay back there, but it is what it is. I'm not too worried about this tank. They're really cool interacting with one another. And then I also have my Cyphochromis Utintas in here. And then I also have some Kigomas, Furcifer, Cyphophorix Furcifer Kigomas. Utintas, they've bred for me. Recently had a female. Sorry, my battery is low. I don't know if it beeped or not. I had a female hold, but it was one of my newer females that it was her first time holding, so she didn't hold too long. with the males chasing and being so aggressive. So I don't know, I'm just gonna let them be and let them breed themselves. I'm looking for some more just to add to the group. I have 11 right now. But yeah, there's the first furs are just silverfish until they start breeding and all that good stuff. The biggest one is 6 inches, which is that one right there, and then the other one is just a little smaller. The smaller one's starting to color up. The big one hasn't flashed around too much, but yeah, they're sensitive fish, and I just got to be more. With them, just caring for them, you have to be more sensitive with them. But hopefully, he starts to fully color up and go from there. Yeah, you can see him flash around just a little bit. But let's see, I got fry tanks. I got my Lawandas in there. What else I got in here? I think that's it. I think those are all empty. Just my Lawandas. I got a female SRD or flower horn in there. I'm just playing around with flower horns. I actually need to fill this tank up along with this 55. But here's you know, they're hybrids. They're aggressive. I'm just gonna keep these just for fun, as pets. These guys are pretty cool. Pretty nice looking for the most part for being what it is, a hybrid. But just nice little attitude and pretty fun pet. Just to have. My son loves them just because of the colors, and they're always playing around back and all that good stuff. And this one's pretty scared just because I'm just doing water change, but yeah, this one won't come out. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm just gonna keep them for fun and go from there. So I think that's it. That's all I have for the fish room for now. Just kind of blabbing along. I haven't done a video in forever. I just got a mess of things, dividers and tanks here, buckets, and there's buckets and stuff on that end, and I got more tanks that I need to set up eventually. I just don't have space. I might set more up over there. I know for sure I'm going back into saltwater, so I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But overall, this is just a quick update, or not a quick update, it's actually nearing 18 minutes here, of the fish room for the year. And yeah, I snapped some photos of my rays and discus. I'll put a slideshow up pretty soon here, a video of it, just to show what I had in this tank, if you haven't seen it already on some of the Facebook groups or some of the forums and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm getting back into photography too. As my son, he's 4, he's growing up, I wanted to capture more moments of him. So and I use my fish room as a mock-up studio for him also. But while I'm taking photos of my son, I shoot photos of my fish now. So I'll be making a slideshow, you know, later on this week or something. I'll post it up so you guys can see. Well, that's about it. If you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. Hit me up and stuff like that. And thank you for viewing.